Hey guys, Bud Elliott here from 24/7 Sports, back again. Just got back from the AFCA coaching convention in San Antonio, and one of the things popular on the coaches' minds out there was the transfer portal. I've got a lot of friends who coach at the G5 level, a couple too at the FCS level, and they're worried about their best players basically being drafted up to the higher ranks. And we are seeing quite a bit of that this year, and I think that is an ever increasing trend with the transfer portal. It's the vertical migration of talent to the Power Five. Just in this cycle, we've seen players like Cameron Ward go from Incarnate Word to Washington State, Dylan Gabriel from UCF, briefly to UCLA, and then ultimately to Oklahoma, Jared Verse of Albany, pick Florida State, and Isaiah Neyor of Wyoming, briefly to Tennessee, and then today announced to Texas. They're all hot transfer targets going up at least one, and in some cases, two levels. And you know what? Nobody really complains when a coach or an administrator from the FCS or from the G5 or whatever level moves up and gets a nice pay bump and a title bump. But we are hearing a lot of complaining about it from the coaches at the lower levels, which is understandable. It makes their job more difficult. But it's just fair that if coaches can move, that the players also should be able to move. So I have some suggestions for programs to combat this and actually maybe not have quite the drop off that people are panicking about. First, I think you could look to a school like SMU. SMU, which is joining the Big 12, but for a while has been an AAC member, and they have done a tremendous job with the portal. They're located in the city of Dallas, and they have taken a lot of bounce backs from P5 programs. These are players who they scouted earlier in their high school career. They liked a lot for their athleticism. For whatever reason, those players have not found the playing time at the major P5 schools that they initially signed with, and SMU has been a welcome destination for those bounce backs. I think these G5 schools need to do a better job of scouting the rosters at the P5 schools and offering that playing time to guys who have not been able to get the exposure so far in their careers at these P5 schools. The other thing they can do is use NIL as a retention tool. It's not really realistic, nor legal at the moment, of course, to use NIL to recruit players at the high school level. But if you have taken and developed a player in your system, his NIL value at your school is likely going to be greater than it is at a major school because your fans have grown up watching this kid. They've seen his development. They've probably interacted with him at booster events. So focusing that NIL money, if you're a G5 coach, on keeping your best players there, I think that's worth a shot.